Officer Reed leapt out first, hand on holster, license. Registration. Don't make me ask twice. Malik's voice stayed calm. Active duty, sir. Just landed at Dulles this morning. My IDs. Step away from the vehicle. Officer Holt barked, already circling like a shark. Malik raised both hands slowly, palms open. The rental keys slipped from his fingers and pinged on the asphalt. Reed lunged, slamming Malik chest first onto the hood. Metal burned through the wool jacket. A metal bent against the fender. I fought for this country, Malik said through gritted teeth. 3 tours. Why are you doing this? Holt twisted Malik's arms behind his back. Cold steel snapped around his wrists. Uniform doesn't make you special, boy. Across the street, 16-year-old Ava dropped her bike. Phone up. Record. The screen shook as she whispered, "They're arresting a Marine in full dress." Within 30 seconds, the live stream hit 1,000 viewers. Chat exploded. That's a hero. Body cam on. Call the base. Reed shoved Malik toward the cruiser. The back door yawned open like a jail cell. Malik's knees hit the pavement. Gravel bit through the fabric. He looked straight into Ava's lens. No fear. Just fire. Tell them my name, he said, loud enough for the mic to catch. Sergeant Malik Carter. Echo Company. Quantico. Holt snorted. Yeah, we're shaking. Inside the cruiser, the air was stale, sour with old coffee. Malik sat upright, wrists raw, metals digging into his ribs. Reed slid into the driver's seat, smirking in the rear view. One phone call, Malik said. Holt laughed from the passenger side. You think this is the movies? Malik's voice dropped to ice. Patch me to Quantico. General Vanessa Brooks. She'll take the call. Reed rolled his eyes, but thumbed the radio anyway. Fine. Humor the hero. Static crackled. Then a woman's voice cut through like a blade. This is General Brooks. Identify. Reed swallowed. Officer Reed, Maple Ridge PD. We have put Sergeant Carter on. Now. Reed fumbled the handset back. Malik leaned forward, cuffs clinking. Ma'am. Local PD. No charges. Hands cuffed behind my back in dress blues. A pause long enough to hear a heartbeat. Speaker on. Brooks ordered. Reed hit the button. The general's voice filled the cruiser like artillery. Officers, you have 10 seconds to remove those restraints and return my Marine to his full dignity. After that, I involved the Pentagon, the governor, and every news outlet from here to Kabul. Start the clock. Holt's fingers froze on the door handle. Reed's face went the color of printer paper. Malik stared straight ahead. 9 at the cuffs clicked open. Malik stood outside the cruiser, rolling his shoulders. Sunset glinted off the bent metal on his chest. He adjusted his cover, eyes locked on Reed. Remember my face, he said. Because the world's about to. Behind him, Ava's live stream counterspun past 50,000. The dashcam hard drive, Reed would later swear, malfunctioned that night. But Ava's phone never blinked. Malik picked up his keys, slid back into the rental, and drove away without looking back. 3 a.m. and Jasmine Carter's phone glowed like a flare in the dark. The thumbnail froze her heart. Malik face down on a car hood, metals crushed. She played the clip once, then again with the sound off so the kids wouldn't wake. By the third loop, her tears stopped and her jaw set. She dialed a number she kept for emergencies. Law offices of Rivera and Park. Tell Marcus I'm cashing the favor. Now, by sunrise, the video had 5 million views. Hashtags stitched themselves across every screen. Hashtag Justice for Malik, hashtag Marine Cuffed, hashtag Maple Ridge PD. Veterans posted side-by-side photos. Malik in desert camis, Malik in cuffs. The split screen burned retinas. Inside Maple Ridge precinct, the air tasted like burnt plastic. Chief Ramirez locked his office door and watched the numbers climb. His phone buzzed, caller ID, Pentagon. He let it ring out. Detective Lena Ortiz kicked the door open anyway, badge flashing. Dashcam's gone. Body cam's off. Convenient. She dropped a thumb drive on his desk. But the kid's phone? 4K, audio crystal. You're watching it live on every network. Reed and Holt sat in separate interrogation rooms. Ties gone, sweat rings blooming. Ortiz slid into Reed's booth. Explain the stolen vehicle report. System flagged it. System you logged into at 1904. Same minute you rolled up. Funny timing. Reed's mouth opened, closed. Across the hall, Holt tried charm. Look, the guy matched the description. Description of what? A black man in a rental? That's half the airport. Outside, the precinct lawn filled. Veterans in wheelchairs rolled to the front. One held a sign. I left my legs in Fallujah. You took his dignity. A news chopper thumped overhead. Jasmine arrived in scrubs, still smelling of hospital antiseptic. She didn't shout. She just walked to the podium, someone shoved in her hands. My husband kissed our daughters goodbye for 3 deployments. He came home whole. You broke him in 5 minutes. Fix it. The crowd roared. City Hall noon. The press room overflowed. Ramirez took the mic like a man swallowing glass. Effective immediately, officers Reed and Holt are terminated. Full pension forfeit. The department will cooperate with federal oversight. Cameras flashed. Reed stared at the floor. Holt's lip trembled. 3 months later, the veteran's center smelled of fresh paint and lemon polish. Malik knelt eye level with a skinny 10-year-old holding a crayon drawing of a superhero in dress blues. See this ribbon? Malik tapped the bent metal, now polished straight. Means I kept my promise to come home. You keep yours to stay in school. The kid nodded hard. Ava, now rocking a press badge that read Maple Ridge Gazette, leaned against the doorframe. Sergeant Carter, one question for the channel. Malik stood, all 6'2" of quiet thunder. Make it quick. What do you tell kids who feel powerless? He glanced at the boy, then the camera. One voice, one video, one call. That's all it takes to move mountains. He raised 2 fingers to his cover in salute. The room erupted in applause. Outside, the rental sedan idled. Same silver, new plates. Malik slid behind the wheel. Jasmine waited in the passenger's seat, hand on his knee. Ready, Marine? Born ready. The car pulled away. In the rear view, the center's new sign gleamed. Sergeant Malik Carter Wing, where heroes mentor heroes. Somewhere across town, Reed pumped gas in a convenience store vest. Holt stocked shelves under fluorescent lights. Neither looked up when the news ticker crawled. Marine's viral arrest leads to $4.2 million settlement. Department overhaul beginning.